Hi everybody. So let's talk about this Probio5 that I was talking about in my very first video about Plexus and how it has helped me sleep. So most of you who know me know that I've had a lot of surgeries in the last 6 years due to a car crash. I have also had hormonal changes during that time too. And I do not exaggerate when I say I have never hit REM sleep during those 6 years unless I was going under anesthesia. Never. I mean, I rarely slept, and the overall fatigue was just phenomenal that I just couldn't function. I always felt terrible, and I couldn't figure out what to do for it. I had taken, the Tylenol PM. I had done a lot of other natural things from the health food store, and either they didn't work or I felt so groggy in the morning that by the time I actually fell asleep, it was time to get up again, and I just couldn't get myself all the way awake. So I had basically given up. I didn't know what to do. I was at my wit's end, and one of my friends said, hey, you've got to try this Probio5 stuff. It's a probiotic that has 5 probiotics in it. I had no idea what a probiotic was. Didn't care. Didn't look it up. She said it was natural. It was my friend. She was using it, and I trusted her. And I said, okay, let's go ahead and give this a try. What can it hurt? I've tried everything else. And I really didn't want to do anything else prescription. I was already taking enough prescriptions as it was, especially pain medicine. And I started using it within 2 weeks. I started to see some changes in my sleeping habits. And by a month, I was pretty much sleeping mostly through the night. And since then, I sleep all night, and it's a deep sleep. I dream, and I mean, I dream so well and sleep so deeply that it's like a new adventure every single night. I can't wait to go to sleep because I just feel so much better. And when I did first start sleeping, it was like I had an entirely different body. I mean, I felt like I was bouncing off the walls because I had not had this much energy in 6 years. It was unbelievable. I had no idea how much lack of sleep actually affects your life. So this is best taken at bedtime, of course, because you do want to sleep. And what it does is it heals your gut. I didn't know everything that was associated with the gut either. So our body naturally produces yeast, but because of the way that we eat, excess sugar, antibiotics can cause a bacterial infection, which then can cause a yeast infection or overgrowth, and all of that builds up. Well, most of the time we never excrete most of that. So what that Probio5 does is it just kind of cleans everything out, and it minimizes the amount of yeast that you keep into your body. Now, you should obviously go ahead and make some health changes, quit with so much sugar, yada, yada. But once it heals your gut, your body is then able to produce melatonin, in which most of us know melatonin helps you sleep. So, hence why it works. Now, the other thing that I didn't realize was that the more that I took it, the better that my stomach actually felt. I constantly had this gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach, and it's because, one, I came home from the hospital on 6 different types of pain medicine, and it just ripped my stomach to shreds. I mean, I was vomiting on a daily basis. I had so much vertigo, I couldn't lift my head, and it just did a lot of damage, and it was just not healing on its own. So the Probio5, I noticed, has really helped that. I just don't hurt anymore, and I can actually eat again. Now, most people probably have a yeast imbalance. We just don't know it. It can cause like gas, bloating, indigestion, mood swings, obviously fatigue. And another one I didn't know until just recently was skin problems. So while I was ordering everybody else's Plexus, I forgot to order my own. And I actually had some of the other probiotic that Plexus has, which is the Vital Biome, and it's the yeast that causes the problems in our skin. So I was actually off of the Probio5 for 30 days. I thought, well, I'm taking the other one. It'll get me by until my next shipment comes in. Well, no, it didn't. As you can see, like all my greasiness is back. My face broke out terribly. I mean, like the yucky, big pimples. It was awful. And they're finally starting to heal up. And I've been back on it for 2 weeks, so I will never, ever go without that again. So there are many, many things that this Probio5 can do for you. And if you have any questions, please, please contact me. I am a big, big advocate of this stuff. It works. I promise you it works. And just stay on it. Stay consistent is the biggest thing that I have to say, because I didn't stay consistent the first time that I used Plexus and it didn't work. And then luckily I have a friend who kind of pushed me to try it again, and I did stay consistent this time. I was in the best mindset for it, and it has honestly given me the energy and everything that I needed to go ahead and get back on track finally after 6 years. So there you go.